Before we get to the good stuff like SinB trolling the elevator out of Mnet, let's first discuss some recent controversies that have now been officially addressed. First, MIRAE's DOHYUN received a lot of backlash after their previous V Live for seemingly mocking BILLIE. During the live stream, BILLIE's new song started playing in the car, and DOHYUN's facial expressions in response were deemed by many to be over the top and disrespectful. The criticism got to the point where DOHYUN eventually put out a formal handwritten apology, along with going live to verbally deliver one as well, which you are currently seeing on screen. In it, he states that he deeply apologizes to the BILLIE members, to those who saw the video and felt uncomfortable, and accepts all the criticism he's received because of this. Not only did he reach out to the BILLIE members through his label, DOHYUN states that he plans on apologizing to BILLIE personally as well. Another apology we saw recently was from EPEX's label C9 Entertainment for what seemed like a reference to the Holocaust in EPEX's new song Anthem of Teen Spirit. The lyrics include Crystal Night, which some thought was a reference to a violent riot that took place during the Holocaust in 1938. But in the official statement from C9 Entertainment, the company explains that the song is actually inspired by George Orwell's book 1984 and has nothing to do with actual historical events. The song and music video is supposed to warn of the harm caused by the robotized education system that the youth of Korea are experiencing. However, even after explaining the origins of the lyrics and their intentions, C9 Entertainment still apologized and took responsibility for the misunderstanding. To back that up, they stated the lyrics have been changed and the EPEX members have already finished re-recording those changes to be redistributed as soon as possible. Alright, now let's lift the atmosphere by switching over to the good stuff, because I really want to talk about the lengths SinB is willing to go, not only to protect herself from Mnet's notorious evil editing, but to troll them in the process. Before Queendom even started, fans were already concerned with how Mnet was going to edit SinB to look as cold of a person as possible. Even SinB herself has addressed their editing of her before.
저 나오는 거 봤죠.
맞아.
그거 악마의 편집이라니까. 진짜 왜
아주 날카로운 신비.
제가 악마의 편집 당했어요. 그 뭐라고 해야지? 악마의 편집. 악마 편집. 악편 당했어.
So going into Queendom, SinB and Cosmic Girls Yeoreum, who are actually really good friends, staged a clash to mock the drama we know Mnet was dying to create. But now SinB has taken it to another level. As Vivi's got out of their van, Euna explained that they had just woken up from a nap on the way there, so obviously they can't be instantly chipper. Well, SinB made sure people knew she was happy and in a good mood anyway by holding up her phone with a message that expressed just how good of a mood she was in despite her current facial expression. And just to reiterate her jolly good mood, she gave us a little pep in her step as well. Hold on, it gets even better. Fans created little picket signs for Vivi's so that they wouldn't be misunderstood while reacting to the other performances. You can see them all laid out in front of the girls here, while SinB chose to utilize the I'm focusing right now sign as she comfortably pays attention to the other groups without fear. Now I think I know why ITZY's Ryujin messages SinB after watching Queendom. They might even be conspiring together on these ideas. I mean, Ryujin is no stranger to defiance. Look at this. Even after being told and directed not to get too close to the fans during their Adidas event, Ryujin could not help but to get ahead of security any chance she got and grab the fan letters anyway. And hey, don't confuse this as a knock on the security team. It's their job to keep ITZY safe. It's what we want them to do. Her rejection of the rules in this particular instance is pretty heartwarming and just funny. Although the story about WAYV that Yang just revealed recently might be one of the most heartwarming things you hear this week. Apparently one day, the WAYV members took a usual trip outside their dorm and noticed an elderly lady working outside in the freezing cold. She was said to be selling candy at the time, and while the members were naturally worried for her, they also respected and looked up to the fact that she was working so hard in unfavorable conditions. That's when the members decided to buy every single piece of candy she was selling that day. Don't worry, Label V and SM Entertainment won't even notice that WAYV just maxed out the company credit card, because SM has to now focus on preparing for aespa's Coachella performance later this week. With 21's mind-breaking appearance last week, and now aespa is said to be performing an unreleased track this weekend,
Why am I not at Coachella?
while aespa has been making headlines and killing the game as SM's newest girl group, we might now have a glimpse of what their future girl group could look like, as it was confirmed this week that Na-Haeun, also known as Awesome Na-Eun, has officially signed an exclusive contract to hone her skills as an SM Entertainment trainee. If you've been a K-pop fan for any period of time, you've certainly at least come across one of her dance covers on her YouTube channel that has garnered over 5 million subscribers. She's appeared on award shows among other idols, praised by JY JYP on K-pop Star when she was super young, and here she is with Hyuna on Star King. There's a reason she's dubbed a prodigy, and there's a reason EXO's Kai told her she should join SM Entertainment. Looking back, a crazy moment that was captured on camera because it has now come to fruition. Someone else who looks like they're also trying to become a K-pop trainee now is NBA star Andre Iguodala of the Golden State Warriors, especially once he saw BamBam's $400,000 watch.
Hey, what you do for a living? Fuck basketball. I want to do what you do for a living. K-pop. Are you K-pop? Yeah. He getting this shit off. They got real money.
As you can see, BamBam made history recently, becoming the first ever K-pop idol to perform at an NBA halftime show. The man looked like an absolute rock star with his name all over the place. There was even merch being sold for him. And then we saw him finally able to go back to Thailand after a long time and finally able to celebrate his and his mom's birthday. Fun fact, they share the same birthday. Last year when he wasn't able to see her, the thing he wanted most during his birthday celebration was for everyone to wish his mom happy birthday. That's probably why this particular reunion was extra emotional for him. You can see during his gigantic fan meet that he brought up his mom on stage to thank her and broke down crying. I'm kind of getting chills just talking about this. Also, can someone explain to me where I can apply to be the tissues guy? I want to be that guy.
Please, I'll take it so seriously.
Whether you were already a DKZ fan or just now discovering them through member Jae-chan's appearance in the drama Semantic Error, this next story is absolutely astounding. Their newest album has broken their own previous personal record of 1,482 sales with 107,965 sales. Really take a second and look at those numbers. That is amazing. It looks like both those who found them since the last album and those who did check out DKZ after watching Jae-chan on Semantic Error really love their music, and now the fan base is exploding. What makes it even crazier was that the company was very hesitant on Jae-chan taking on this role in the first place. It may or may not have something to do with the fact that this is a romantic drama centered around two males. Thank goodness he convinced them that he could do it and that everything would be okay. Another fascinating story that just came out was SUNMI revealing that IVE's highly anticipated follow-up song to 11, Love Dive, initially made its way to her first. She went into detail about why she was so attracted to the song demo and the vibe it gave off, but after a long debate, she couldn't escape the thought that it would serve much better as a group song. And you know what? As far as we can tell, she was right, because as of this recording, IVE have already taken home 4 #1 wins for Love Dive. And since we're talking about music show wins, you know what I'm about to transition to, right? After their official debut in January of 2017, 5 years ago, DREAMCATCHER have finally done it. DREAMCATCHER have taken home their very first music show win on Show Champion with their song, as far as I'm concerned, very long overdue. But the hard work these girls put in with the talent and endurance they possess, there's no way this is the last.